All right, gyms are opening back up, and now you're gonna have access to a cable machine. So I'm gonna go over my favorite exercises from a cable machine that's gonna help your golf game. So next time you're in the gym, go to that cable machine. You can spend a good amount of time working on your golf game with these exercises. So the nice thing about a cable machine is it keeps you on your feet for the majority of the exercises, and it's very functional, just like you need for the golf swing. So you want to remember good positions when you're using the cable machine, but the first thing we're going to do, and I think one of the most important, is work the back side of our body. So we're going to grab a cable handle, single handle, at about chest height. And what we want to do here is we're going to do a single arm row with rotation. So from here, you want to get a nice base. So you always want your butt back, your knees just underneath your hips, and making sure that you have your core tight when you're doing these things. So from here, we're gonna pull and rotate. So my two favorite tips here, number one is you always want your fingers are just like a hook that you're holding onto, and a nice loose grip, and you wanna feel like you're pulling with your elbow. So we're gonna go here, you're gonna turn, and the other thing is reach up the cable as far as you can with your opposite hand, because that's gonna get you a good shoulder turn. So we're gonna try and limit the lower body, loose grip, and rotate. So we're turning as far as you can, pulling with the elbow, keeping the wrist flat. So you don't want to do anything like this where you're pulling too hard with the arm, and you're mainly pulling with that back. That's going to give you strength in your back, which is going to help your posture. It's going to give you good shoulder mobility, and it's going to work on that thoracic spine. So single arm cable rows with rotations is a great exercise. Okay, so now we're gonna go exact opposite of that. We're gonna do a cable punch with rotation. So I put the longer handle on just because it's a little bit easier, because it doesn't scrape your arm or anything. But so we're gonna bring it off the stack, nice stance with your feet wide, butt back just a little bit, core tight. Your core has to stay tighter. It's gonna pull you back this way. So from here, we're gonna keep our elbow up. I like to say keep the cable against your elbow the whole time. You're going to take this opposite hand, and then you're going to punch and rotate this. I like to say you're going to feel the elbow try and touch the cable behind you. So we're turning, head stays square. I see so many clients do this with their head. We're going to keep the head looking down, rotate, and punch. Again, hips are pretty quiet. We're not really using the lower body much on this one, but we're punching and rotating at the same time. That's a great exercise for the core and the chest and shoulder. All right, so when it comes to cable machines, I think rotary exercises and rotations are some of the top things that you can do for the golf game. There are some ways that you can simulate your golf swing, but I'm not a big fan of trying to simulate the golf swing with a cable. Just trying to work the core and the glutes and everything that's gonna require stability in it. So I'm gonna shoot off 3 real quick rotations, all from a chest, so they're all from a chest height. And so first one, and I always like to grip with the inside hand. So you're going to grip with the inside and put your other hand over the top. So from here, we're going to get into that nice stance. Always take the stack off about 2 to 3 inches to start. Arms extended. It's really important to keep your arms extended. And then we're just going to rotate. The best cue I can give you here is you're making a triangle with your arms, and your belly button is following that triangle. So your belly button's following your hands, hips are moving, everything's moving. Pulling your belly button tight and keeping your butt back are 2 of the most important things to think about while you're doing that exercise. So we have that one. The best way to challenge yourself or to change a rotary exercise is just by changing your feet stance. So we can go feet together. This is going to limit the lower body and how much you get out of it. So you're going to work more of your upper body. So we got lower body stays quiet, and then you're going to turn as far as you can go around, keeping your feet together and really working on that, taking the lower body out and using the upper body for that. And then the third one is just going into a split stance. So we're going to put the inside foot on the inside. A lot of times if you put the opposite foot, so if you stand the opposite way, you're not going to get as much strength that way. That is a good way to do it, but if you're going a little bit heavier, you can go the inside, and then you're just going to turn, trying to keep that inside foot stable and rotate around that stable lower body. So those are 3 good rotary exercises just from a chest height. that you can add to your cable machine routine. So if you have a cable machine that has two sides where there's handles on both sides and you can use it, this is a great exercise for the back. The back is mostly overlooked. We're going to do a cross hand. So I took the handles off just so I can hold onto the hook here, which gives you a little bit more room to move, and it works a little bit better because you can activate more muscles. So I'm just going to grab the hook, and then I'm going to reach over and grab this one here. Then I'm going to face the machine. So I'm going to go right over left, and then from here I'm going to keep my arms as straight as I can and squeeze the shoulder blades back. You want to keep this weight pretty light because those are small muscles in the back that are working, and you want to keep your hands up. What most people will do is they'll come down here because you're a lot stronger because you can activate bigger muscles. But we're going to go up and pull back and squeeze the shoulder blades. One of the biggest mistakes I see my clients make is when they pull back, their hips come forward. So really try and keep your butt back, pull that back, squeeze the shoulder blades. That's going to really help with your posture, again, and that thoracic rotation. All right, let me show you a couple for the lower body. So the first one is one of my favorites. It's called a single leg Romanian deadlift, or a single leg RDL. So you're going to hold with your right hand and your right foot is going to go in the air. So from here, we're going to anchor the cable low on the low side. We're going to stand on our left foot, and as you go down, you're going to let the cable pull you forward while your back leg goes up and all your weight goes into your left foot. So you're sitting into your left heel, you're reaching as far out as you can, and then you're pulling up this way. This is a great test of balance. It's going to really work the hamstring, the back of the leg, and the glutes, and it's going to help you with your hip hinge. So if we look at the other side, when you hinge from your hip, just like you're getting in your golf posture, you're going to go forward, let that sit back into your heel, and then pull up this way. If you have trouble with your balance, it's okay to set that foot down when you get back to the top. But you really want to feel that working in the glute, bending over straight over the hips and pulling up using that glute and hamstring. All right, so this next one called a combination exercise. So you're going to work both your lower body and your upper body. So you're going to face the machine, anchor the handles low and take the handles. And what we're going to do is from here, we're going to get you can use a pretty significant weight on this. So from here, we're going to squat down all the way to 90 and then pull and row on your way up. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades. So you're going to squat and then row. Again, always when you're doing rows, you want to keep a nice loose grip and pull with your elbows. So it's a squat and then a row. Squat, row, just like that. That's a great exercise to, number one, increase your heart rate. Number two, get you using your lower body a little bit more. And then number three, getting that upper back stronger. This exercise is called low to high cable rotations. It's another multi-movement exercise. You're working the whole body. I'm going to use a tricep rope for this. You don't have to use a tricep rope, but I think it's cool because it'll add a little difference. You can use a handle too as well, but this one's a really good exercise, especially to learn to generate lower body power and use the sequencing right, so you're using your lower body to the upper. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it, again, 3 to 6 inches off the stack. We're going to hold on both hands overhand, and we're going to squat down, reaching, letting it pull back this way. So all we're doing is squatting straight down. There's not a lot of movement to the right. We're going to squat down, and then from here, all you're going to do is drive up with your lower body, keeping this left arm straight. And once your lower body gets to about almost to full extension, you're going to turn and pull the cable up. So it looks like this. So you're going to squat, pull, and turn. Squat, pull, turn. So it's a great exercise to get that lower body and hips moving and also build that core strength. And of course, do that on both sides. This exercise is a cable chop turn. So we're gonna put it high, up high. You don't have to use the tricep rope, but I like to use it just to give you just a little bit of more instability. You can always use a handle for this. But what we're gonna do is you're gonna go shoulder width apart with your hands, and then you're gonna bring it off the stack about 3 inches. And so from here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull. All you're doing is pulling the cable in, and then you're gonna turn and punch. So you're gonna turn and punch. So what this is working on stability of your body while your arms are moving. And then once you get to here, you're going to turn your body and you're going to punch down. And don't worry, I know what a lot of you are thinking. It's going to cause me to go over the top of my golf swing. I promise you, you will not take a move from a cable machine to your golf swing. It's just not going to happen. It's just going to make you stronger, but you're not going to screw up your swing by doing a cable chop. So we're going to pull in, turn, and push. Pull in, turn, and push. Just like that. In, nothing moves, turn and push, everything stays stable. This is a great exercise to build that stability in your body while your upper body's moving, your lower body's staying pretty quiet. Here's another one of my favorite combo exercises. So we're getting the legs and the upper body involved and really working on that sequence. That's what I really love about the cable machines, is it allows you to do that. So what we're going to do is you're going to anchor it low. You want your hands just at your shoulders. So you got the cables resting against your elbows, because if you get too far like this, you'll realize the cable's not there anymore and you're going to hurt your shoulder. So you want to make sure you keep that shoulder in line with those cables. And so from here, we're going to sit back and squat. So you're just going to let the cable pull you back. You're going to squat down as far as you can go, and then from here you're going to drive up, 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 and then push. So it's kind of the same thing as starting your downswing from the top with your upper body and hands and not your lower body. If you were to go here and then try and push without standing up. So from here we're going to go down, push up, and then drive up. Use the momentum of your legs coming up to help you push that weight up in the air. And again, you just want to keep a forward lean so you don't fall backwards. That's a great multi-movement exercise that's going to work on your heart rate too. So that's the reason I really love using the cable machine. Is number one, you can be functional. You can be on your feet. You can use muscles in rotary fashion that are going to help you with your golf game. The cables are always moving. When you're in a machine that all you can do is push or pull or press with your legs, it's really not functional. So when you add a cable machine into your routine, it's really going to help your golf game, and it's going to help your body be more stable. So those are my favorite exercises. You just do those exercises in one routine. You have your upper body, your lower body, your mobility, some stability exercises, and as long as you're working in a full range of motion, you're also going to work on your mobility. So I hope you enjoy those, and remember guys, if you like this exercise or this routine, just hit subscribe, and we're going to bring you more and more throughout the years. Thank you. Hey, thanks for watching this video. You might like the ones over here if you like this one. And don't forget to subscribe below and comment down below and let me know if there's anything golf specific that you're working on that you'd like to see a video for. And hey, share this with your friends because I know they could use it too. We'll see you on the next video.